let's talk about Travis and Gymkhana.
Oh, Gymkhana. Holy crap. Yeah.
Right. That's
last year.
So we had to talk about that.
Yeah. So I could try to kind of abbreviate because it was last year. I tried to repeat it this year at Daytona, and it was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. But last year's trip to Daytona was just like planned to just go there. But then all this stuff happened. Getting with Black Rifle Coffee. I went to the founder JT's house on the way to my wife and I committed to go into Daytona. We're going there. I had heard some rumblings about like, oh, like maybe there's a big athlete coming on board the team. I'm like, okay, like what's going on? I get to JT's house and I'm talking to him, and JT's one of the founders, the guy who brought me on Black Rifle Coffee. He's like, I'm like, hey dude, like I just saw Travis post a story and he's got like a Black Rifle hat on and he's like drinking Black Rifle, but nothing's official. He's like, oh, you don't know? I'm like, what do you mean I don't know? Like what do I don't know what is going on? And then he's like, dude, this video is gonna launch tomorrow. And I'm in his bar watching the release video that then posted the next day, officially announcing Travis had switched from Red Bull to Black Rifle. So holy crap. Crazy. I go to Daytona. I get to Daytona. I'm in my hotel room checking in. I just had a great ride. Come in and I look at my phone. Travis is calling me. I'm like, what's up, dude? And he's like, hey man, you around? I'm like, yeah, I'm at Daytona. I got an event. He's like, what are you doing next week? I'm like, what am I doing next week? So he's like, hey, can you jump your jet ski over my rally car, but you can't make a wake? And I'm like,
how?
I don't want to say no, but yeah, I kind of want to say how, but I'm like, well, we could do like, I gave him a couple options. He's like, okay, well, let me get back to you. And gets back to me. All of a sudden it's like, hey, it's Travis. I got Scott from Hoonigan on the phone. It's like, okay, this is like happening. And so sure enough, down the road, like a lot of things kind of got played with, ideas got played with, but these guys straight up, Doug, like they're like, okay, you can come. Okay, these are the parameters you can do. Okay, what can you do in this space? What can you do in this space? And then it ended up being where they are at this airfield and they dug that hole. They got an excavator, dug it all out, tried to line it. I messed that up. They had to pull the liner out. And then Travis coming in, Mach freaking 115 miles an hour, and I'm jumping his wake, playing chicken with him in a 868 horsepower freaking Subaru,
Dude.
Family huckster. Dude. It was. I didn't quite understand the magnitude of what it was because I've always watched Gymkhanas, but then like actually being there was just so overwhelming. And then to watch it like years later, because then the next day, like we said bye to him, we like we hung out in the lobby in Fort Lauderdale area, and we're kind of burning it down, having a couple drinks. And he's like, hey, I got to go to bed early. I got a big stunt in the morning. We're like, hey, no problem. We got a picture with him, and he went upstairs. Kayla and I went to bed. The next morning was when he did the freaking base jump and did that hook turn and ended up in the hospital,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So big damage. But anyway, so that delayed the whole thing until nearly a year when it came out recently.
Right.
But it was pretty rad because I had to go back and film a couple things. I didn't have to go back and refilm. We were just a one take kind of. It was really, really unique circumstances during that shoot because the water level kept dropping because it kept saturating to the ground. So as that water they brought in this massive pump and pumped all this water from a really icky, water, Florida, there's water everywhere. They pumped this in and it would come up and damn near overflow, but then it would start to drain slowly. And then between takes, it's not like, okay, it comes through, turns around, comes back. I've got to reset. The biggest issue was somebody was like, you can't make any wake at all whatsoever because that will ruin Travis's whole, hydroplane effect.
Oh, jeez.
Like from a safety standpoint, it was like made sense, but it was causing all this. We ran into so many snafus. I was trying to overcompensate and try to get it to work to try to be at the ready, yet not making a wake. So then towards the end, when that water level drops, Travis hits that curve and that shot and he's coming in sideways off the thing. He comes out and we're talking. He's like, dude, what's going on? And I'm like, dude, I'm doing my best, but like my hands are tied here. He's like, wait, who told you can't make a wake? He's like, dude, go do a setup wake. I don't care. And so I do. I ended up, that's when we got the shot, because then I'm just there doing donuts, ready, kicked in. He comes by, I do the flip, and the shot went off great. So it was, damn, what a ride. What a ride.
That is hilarious. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This clip was taken from our weekly podcast that we record here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go to the Watercraft Journal's YouTube channel, go to playlists, and then click on live sessions. You're going to see it there. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. And again, thanks again for watching our videos, and we hope to see you soon.